You ready?
I was born ready for this shit.
Were you?
God, how do your knees fit up here without...
Scoot your chair back, you dummy.
You always move my chair every episode that I get out of my chair. You fidget with the chair like Cindy Jean and you move it back. I have it placed properly and you're like, oh, I moved it. No fucking shit, you moved it. My knees can't even touch.
She nags me all the time. I'm the husband and she's the wife.
That's because you're wildly aggressive and you're always trying to puss grab me.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back to She Show Videos, where we are your hosts, Britany and Elizabeth, okay?
Before we get started today, please get subscribed to our channel, okay? I know that you just witnessed a fight, and you might be afraid. But fighting is normal. Don't slap me in the face with the dick, though. Well, I would be the dick slapper because I'm the man. I am bringing the content today, which if you are new here...
Ray, when you bring the content...
You might not know that Britany is our content researcher. But I had a conversation with two ladies recently.
Are they really ladies or ladies? Okay.
They're ladies. They're ladies-ish. Okay. And they had never heard of the One Knuckle Rule.
I know several people who haven't heard of the One Knuckle Rule.
I realized that we have probably alluded to or said the One Knuckle Rule 300 times since we started this channel 2 years ago.
Okay.
I did not know that people weren't familiar with the One Knuckle Rule. You know people who don't know what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. So for those of you who are watching and may not know what the One Knuckle Rule is.
You're missing out.
It is one knuckle. So
right
point your finger, right? That's your strong guy. Okay? And one knuckle. That first line. Okay? So if you're double jointed, let's see if I can do it. Can I do it?
I can do it if I poke right here.
Okay. One knuckle. You use this deep. Not this deep.
Don't use your thumb.
Not this deep.
Yeah.
Okay, and not your dick deep. This.
One knuckle.
And you apply pressure.
Just right inside.
Right inside the butt. Okay? So this is female to male.
Yep.
Or male to female.
Goes both ways.
Okay? I see what you did there.
Ooh, back to you.
I see what you did there. For men, okay, their prostate is on the inside. So the pressure is pleasurable.
Can I tell you a story that I recently found out?
Yes, please.
So I know somebody.
Do I know this story?
No, not yet. You're about to laugh.
God.
So I know somebody who bought their husband a prostate massager.
A prostate massager?
And used said prostate
Never heard of such a thing.
I'm assuming it's kind of like a butt plug, but it probably vibrates.
Vibrating one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't ask to see it.
Well, that was a missed opportunity.
I probably could Google it, but neither here nor there. And this person said, we tried it one time and screamed the entire time. First of all,
screamed in pain? Then something's wrong. It's too big. Turned it on level 10. In pain?
I don't know if
or in pleasure.
When I looked him in the eye after she told me the story.
Was he sitting there?
I was sitting across from
Do I know this person?
No.
Okay.
I was sitting across from him and he almost looked like he was about to tear up at the time.
Maybe he had
to look away.
Maybe it was painful.
I had to look away because I was drinking, and when she said that, I laughed out loud.
Hey, kudos for trying new things.
Exactly.
It sounds like
maybe we should start with a smaller
Right, it sounds
one.
like you maybe went too far into the paint too quickly.
Or into the tape. You decide.
Let's back it up to the One Knuckle Rule.
Okay, back to you.
Okay. Now, men,
maybe if you would have started here, that prostate massager would have went way.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree, because if you find this pleasurable, right, then maybe you go to the thumb. You upgrade a size, a circumference. Okay.
Right. So we're here with it.
Maybe.
I know some people really like just the little pressure on it as well.
Yes.
So maybe start with a little pressure around
Yep.
the old balloon knot, and then the next time go in with a one knuckle.
Yes. And I remember like when this started being talked about in my circle, right? And I was like, oh no, I don't think so. And then after a conversation, I was like, yeah, just try. Don't tell me when you're gonna do it. Just like
slide it on in there.
Whew.
Change your whole life.
Yes. Level up, ladies. Okay, level up.
Change your whole life. I do like a little pressure back there.
Yeah, me too. I don't want a whole finger, and I don't like ass play. It's not. No. I am not.
There's a difference between this and a penis in your butt.
Now I know people. We have friends who love anal. Again, preferences are preferences, but it's not for me. But the pressure, just that amount of pressure and that small amount of penetration really was a game changer.
Yeah, I agree.
So, one, when I mentioned it in passing, just like I always do, and both of the ladies at the table were like, what is the one knuckle rule? And then when I told them, they were disgusted. Disgusted. Ew, what? Ew. Seriously. And I said, and these are adult ladies, I said,
first of all,
you cannot be disgusted. Now, I can't get Chris Taylor to let me do the one knuckle rule. He says no. I think he doesn't want to shave his butt crack, to be honest. I don't care.
Remember we learned if the area is shaved, it's a willingness.
Right.
It's like
his is not
it's
shaved.
A go.
And I think he thinks that that's like a off-putting to me because I don't like hairy men. We talked about this.
But it's not.
You know, I'd risk it.
Definitely get the camera.
I feel like the wild thornberries.
I only got a picture of you like popping up from Chris Taylor's butt cheeks like this. With the fucking hat on.
With the safari hat?
Yeah, like
hey. I would do that.
I know you.
Look him dead in the eye too.
If you're looking at his balloon knot, you can't. Is he looking back at you?
Is he on all fours? He's definitely not letting me do that. I was thinking I was going to be like giving him head and then putting some pressure on while I was down there.
Like
so then I
reach
could be
around
like this.
You're going to fish.
I'm going to fish with him. That's the plan.
I hear that pressure on the prostate really does give a very nice
if it works
sensation.
For us and we don't even have a prostate, imagine it's basically like having a clit built into your butthole. I mean,
you're so romantic. It's like having a clit in your butthole. You are like me on the level of romance. Chris Taylor is way more romantic than you.
Which is terrifying because he's not that romantic.
He's very sweet. Don't talk about Chris Taylor like that. I get him in the divorce.
So try the one knuckle rule. It's not scary. It's really, if you're trying to dip your toes into sexploration, it's a great starting point.
Let me just say, to the women, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know of this story. To the women who say it's disgusting, men pee out of their penis. And then you put your mouth on his dickle region. He sweats there. Everything is there. It just traps right around that area.
Grundle gravy.
Yeah, he's got a ton of grundle gravy waiting for you, and you still put your mouth on that. You're only putting your finger, which you can wash very easily.
Baby diapers with this. You wipe your own ass with this. You can pick boogers. Scratch your
fingers have been in way worse places than your partner's butthole. I'm certain of it. I'm 1,000% certain of it.
Yeah, I think though that context gets lost when you're trying to be like sexy and sexual, and then all of a sudden you think about poop. I don't think about poop unless I have to poop, and then I'm like, hold on, I have
Don't go back there.
Right, exactly. You know what?
Double back.
Not today. Not today. But I just think, and I talked about, I think some people get in their heads. We get in our heads too much, and if you don't have an open mind,
I think it is easier to use the one knuckle rule on women than it is men. I wouldn't suggest you just giving them head and then fish hooking them. I feel like you really have to have that conversation like, hey, somebody told me about like putting a little pressure on your prostate.
Communicate.
Yeah, would you mind if I tried it? Because boys are a little more sensitive about their booty meat than ladies are.
They are.
But I would still try it. If he says, okay, we can try it one time, which he should say if you guys are banging. If you're plowing, he should allow, okay?
I like that.
So I just feel like just try it.
I agree. And we talked about in our tongue tickling episode, if it's already shaved and ready down there, then you should always ask, right? Consent is important. But if it's getting a little freaky and everything is shaved and ready to go down there, that is a green light.
Just so
to put your finger or that mouth on the booty hole.
I agree. I recently came across somebody who had a very nicely shaven taint, and I was like, you know what? Let me go back there.
This is for me.
Let me see what it do.
And?
He jumped.
He didn't know that was the sign. It's apparently not. It's like sign language. Not everybody knows it. Like it is a universal language, but it's not well known.
Motherfucker clenched up so tight.
You know what? The person who told us about that rule, I hope you fucking yoked him up and said, "You set me up." Maybe it was a setup the whole time.
I feel like the person who told us that rules was specifically talking about himself because he's a freak.
Now, after he jumped, did you say, "Oh, my bad"?
No.
Did you keep going?
Mm-hmm.
And?
Nothing happened.
Well received?
I mean...
Have you done it again since?
No. He did say, "Why did you look there?" And I was like, "Why wouldn't I?"
I like a question. I like answering a question
I
with
know.
a question. You tell me.
I know, like...
Do you not wipe well? Is that why? I don't...
do we have off limits now? Like, what's happening?
If we're plowing...
You're allowing. Okay, hashtag you heard it here first.
I'll hashtag that. Does that work for you, though, too? What if he says, we're plowing shower sex?
First of all, no.
That's not... This is not samesies.
No. First of all, shower sex is very different. Water and moisturization don't mix.
They're counterproductive.
We've already had this conversation, and I don't want to have after you have shower sex, you have that weird feeling, like it almost is like an Indian burn in your vagina. I don't want that. I just don't want that.
I don't want that either.
Because then I feel weird for days down there, and it just doesn't feel good. So
it's like sitting in a hot tub too long.
It just feels weird. No. This is
So,
about my vaginal health too.
Tell us about the One Knuckle Rule. What are your thoughts? One, have you heard of it before? I just think it's weird that you know people that have never heard of it. I'm just shocked. But tell me, what are your thoughts?
I thought everybody was doing it.
I thought that was like 2 years ago. I thought One Knuckle Rule was 2021. I thought eating booty was 2022.
I was going to say,
What's 2023? What did we say?
I don't know.
We'll have to come up with something.
Yeah. I don't think we said anything.
It's 2022, everyone's eating ass. That's what it was last year.
Yeah.
These aren't our slogans, by the way, but, do we follow them? Ish. Oh. We gotta go.
Look what you've done.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
God damn it.
What?
I hate when that happens. What religion is that, motherfucker?